Kathy's macaroni salad always looked really shiny. And now for the taste test. I think she would have been proud. It's delicious. Today we're going to make some macaroni salad. My sweet friend Kathy gave me this recipe years ago. Y'all have seen her bread and butter pickles and her honey mustard recipe. I've got about 16 ounces of cooked macaroni, and I took these macaroni and drained them well, and then I just continued to soak them down with cold water and let them drain. You don't want the starches in the macaroni to soak up all of the good dressing we're going to put on this. Usually you don't put water on your macaronis for other pasta recipes, but for this recipe, you definitely do. We're going to cut up our veggies first. Kathy always used a green pepper, but I have an orange pepper today, so I'm going to put that in here. And you can use whatever color of a sweet pepper that you want. So I'm going to get the seeds out of this. I'm going to use my chopper for this, and I'm using the small dice. Got some cucumbers that I'm going to put in next. Kathy used to always peel her cucumbers. You can do whatever your family likes. I don't really mind the peel on them, so I'm going to do that. One more. This is a good salad any time of year, but it's especially good in the months where you can get the fresh cucumbers and fresh homegrown tomatoes. It's so good. Put those over into my macaroni bowl. In the South, people are pretty particular about macaroni salad. People have different things that they like to put in it, and obviously, anytime I'm making a recipe and you don't like an ingredient, just change it. If you want to put celery in here, put celery in here. This is just the way that I love it, and this is the way my friend Kathy made it. You can see how pretty this is going to be. Every single person at my church that ate her macaroni salad absolutely went crazy over this recipe. And at our church, when we had a big dinner, people would go down through the tables looking for Kathy's macaroni salad. Put my tomato in here. Get our tomatoes in. And this did create some juice as I chopped it, but I'm just going to add all that juice in there. You can see all the pretty colors in this. Now we're going to make our dressing. Now, you know I normally use Kraft mayonnaise. I can eat any kind of mayonnaise, and I've ate JFG when I was little. But this is the secret ingredient to this macaroni salad, and it's found in the South. So if you can't find it, you will have to use whatever normal mayonnaise that you use. But if you live where you can find JFG, it makes it so good. And I've made this so many times in big batches like this that I just kind of eyeball the amount of mayonnaise. Since I'm making a lot today, I've added about a cup of the JFG. Take some apple cider vinegar. I'm just going to eyeball this. That's probably about a tablespoon. Some kosher salt. Plenty of black pepper. Put in some sugar. I'm not putting all this in there. That's probably about a couple of tablespoons of sugar. We're going to stir this together, and then we're going to taste it and see where we are from there. You want a tangy but slightly sweet dressing for this. I'm just going to give a little tiny taste. A little bit more sugar. New spoon. And then I'm going to add a little bit of water to this. A long time ago when I asked Kathy about this recipe, she didn't mean to not tell me all the ingredients, but she left out the part about the JFG mayonnaise, and she left out the part about adding a little water to her dressing, because I always said mine was soaking up a lot of the dressing, and I couldn't figure out why. And then mine just didn't have that flavor like hers did. Well, years later, I was at her house watching her make this, and I said, "You have not told me that you use JFG. You have not told me that you added water to the dressing." And she said, "Oh, I didn't." And she truly didn't mean to not tell me. She wasn't trying to keep any secrets, but those were the secrets. And again, I'm just eyeballing this till I get it to the right consistency. I'm going to guess that was about a couple of tablespoons of water. You can use a whisk for this, but I'm just using a spoon. Pour this over our macaronis and our vegetables. Kathy's macaroni salad always looked really shiny. It didn't have where the starch had soaked up. And, you see a lot of macaroni salads that are dry, and it looks like the starches have all soaked up all the dressing. Hers never looked like that. This is how hers looked. And now for the taste test. I think she would have been proud. It's delicious.